This is the lat pull down. So this exercise is working your lat muscle, which is the muscles on the side of your body that give you the so-called V-taper. And then we have little detailed muscles on the upper and the lower back of your body. But before I go into the proper form, I'll show you some common mistakes that I see in the gym that guys use. Most guys grip way too wide, thinking because the bar is responsible for lat pull down, so just go all the way out. And that's the one common mistake, too wide of a grip. And the second mistake that people do is when they're coming down, as they're coming down, they're rounding their back forward. And because the weight is too heavy at this time, so they round the back forward and they pull their shoulders down using their arms. In this position, I can't feel my back at all. So this is not good for you to develop your back. And the most common mistake I see is guys leaning forward and pulling the weight behind their shoulders this way. And what this will do, apart from you not really engaging your muscles properly, this will also put a lot of stress on your shoulder, because in this angle, the shoulders are tilting forward. Another common mistake is guys swinging their body back and forth and reaching over, unloading and deloading of the muscle by swinging over. Or guys are leaning too far back and just pulling the arms down, actually with their arms, and they're not engaging their backs at all. So this is really bad, because you keep doing this, you are not going to engage your back muscles at all. And then in this position, you want to keep your rib cage as high as you can and slightly tilt your body in an angle, and just allow the elbows and the shoulders to hinge down. This is what I call a multiple hinge exercise. The elbows will hinge, the shoulders will hinge, but the back shouldn't hinge, and the back should stay very stable. So as you're pulling down, you want to really bring your chest high up and squeeze. You don't need to touch your chest at all, because once you touch your chest, you're actually deloading. So the goal is to breathe in as you're going up, really engaging the muscle, keep the shoulders down, and exhale as you're coming down, squeezing and engaging the muscle for a split second, and keeping your rib cage up. And if you can see, my head is not dropped down. I want to make sure I keep my chin up so I can keep my spine aligned, and squeezing down on the bottom to feel the muscle, and then come up really slow and control. Once again, we're talking about tempo. Right here, the tempo is 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Same rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. As I'm pulling down, I'm controlling really slow and squeeze on the bottom. And then I also want to control the weight all the way to the top without locking my elbows. Because once I lock my elbows, once again, I deload, I disengage the muscle. I want to keep my shoulders down, my elbows slightly bent, so I can still keep that connection on the load, the muscle that I'm training. So coming down really slow, squeeze, and then come up really slow and maintain the angle of the loading. And this is the proper form that you need to remember when you're doing these exercises. Every rep should be identical to the previous one. So if you pull the tempo down 3 seconds, 4 seconds going this way, 3 seconds going up, you shouldn't change the speed on the next rep, because you're getting tired. If you're getting tired or you're losing your form, reduce the load on the weight so you can be able to finish the exercise the proper way and maximize your results. Okay, I'm gonna show you another variation of these lat pull downs. A lot of guys in the gym see all these different handles, but they have no clue what it does. They just switch and change here and there. So with this handle right here, basically, because now the grip is gonna be facing the inside and not away from me as the regular lat pull down is. So with the inside pull this way, what you're doing is you're actually pulling the lat muscle from the outside all the way to the inside. I'm making sure I'm coming from the lat and then pulling into the inside of my back. It's the same tempo that you're using, only the handle is just different. So chest high, pull from the outside, and then squeeze on the inside. So this is working your way from the lat back into the muscle in the middle. So by doing this, you're basically targeting your muscle from different angles, from the side of your body into the details of the inside of your muscles as well. So this is going to allow you to maximize that lat muscle coming down into the lower side of your back and also come inside from the top and the middle of your back. Another variation of the lat pull down is the closed grip pull down. So basically what this is doing is changing the angle of the same exercise. So because my arms are coming in a little bit closer, I'm going to be able to use more of my inner back muscles instead of my lat muscle. I'm still using my lat muscles, but at the same time I'm using more of the muscles in my middle back more than the muscles in my outer back. The difference between the wide grip and the closed grip is now you're pulling right into the middle of your chest. Chest high, up really slow, bring your chin up, and as you're pulling down, your chest stays up and squeeze on the bottom. Up a little slow, bring the chest up, pull down, squeeze on the bottom, up a little, tempo, breathe in, and then you exhale and squeeze. Okay, as you guys can see, the most important thing that I'm using here is the mind-muscle connection. So what I'm doing is pulling the weight down and thinking about the muscle first, how I want to engage, the feel that I'm looking for. This will allow you to continue keeping your tempo and keeping the feel going so you have more consistency on every repetition. And so there you have it. Make sure you think about the tempo, think about the muscle and mind connection, and stay motivated, stay focused, stay within what you're supposed to be training. Don't look around, don't look at other guys. You have a plan. Your plan is already here. So stay within your plan. The most important thing is not to train your ego. The most important thing is to train your back and make sure you focus on your training and not elsewhere. So this is how this exercise is done.